Hi everyone, welcome to your daily 5-minute yoga with Kate. Today we're going to open the backs of the legs and work on the hip openers. So to begin, we're going to start in a seated position in bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. So placing the bases of the feet together, gently wrapping the hands, I like to have them around my toes, and gently just letting the knees drop towards the ground. Thinking long through the spine, crown of head towards the ceiling, not arching through that lower back. Can we keep nice and straight, and then maybe making this a little more active and using the adductor, so the inside of the legs, to really help us squeeze those hips open, bringing the knees down towards the ground. Let's add some movement here. Gently butterflying the knees, nice and gentle, but keeping this active. So can you use the adductors and the outside of the booty to make a nice active butterfly? I find when I activate this, it actually stops the head wobble. When I was a kid and I'd do dancing, I'd always be like butterflying like this. It was really loose and passive, not good for our hips. So nice and strong here, and using the muscles to butterfly the legs. Beautiful work. 2, 1. Extending the left leg out down the long side of the mat, shuffling around and bringing that right foot into the inside of the left thigh, gently tracing the left hand down the mat as we reach towards the foot. It's available to you. Grab a hold of the base of the foot, or maybe we're just placing the left arm inside the left knee, or just on the calf or shin, wherever is comfortable to you. I like to grab the outside edge of the left foot as we lengthen through the spine, pressing the right knee towards the ground, and gently using the right hand inside the right knee to push and lengthen the spine to look up and over the right shoulder. It's a different small variation of our revolved knee to head to knee pose. Nice little side opener here. Beautiful work. Now we're going to come forward and gently lie the hands along the ground as we forward fold over the hips. This is where I struggle, and I'm always working on this. But if we can flex the toes back in space, how far with the booty on the ground can you push through the hands and fold over the hips? Just another mobility drill for our hips. Beautiful work. Coming back to center, unfolding there, extending the right leg out into a nice long pose, bringing the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Again, either grabbing hold of the right foot or maybe inside the knee or the shin. However, whatever is working for you, grab a hold, taking left hand, pushing down inside the left knee to take that left booty towards the ground as we revolve the chest towards the ceiling, and simply looking up, not really just using this as a little bit of leverage, but I'm not thinking head to knee, but just thinking nicely, I want side body and through the low back. Big opener here. Beautiful work. Excellent. Coming back to the center as we again drape across, keeping right leg nice and active, pulling those toes back in space as we gently lean forward. Just a little variation on our forward folds. Let's always keep us, guessing and changing. Beautiful work. Taking hands to the top edge of the mat, we're now going to pivot around so that our knees are now underneath and we're in a tabletop position. I want you to crawl the hands down the mat as we go into our puppy pose, melting the chest and the heart towards the mat. Maybe you're on the forehead here for support, maybe chin is on the ground, but making sure that our hips and knees are stacked over each other as we crawl those hands out into our puppy pose. Big opener through the shoulders, the arms, the upper back, but overall increasing the mobility of our spine. Very important. And the more we get the mobility going in the spine, the better alignment it is for our hips and legs. Beautiful work. Crawling those hands back from your puppy pose position as we extend the legs out and come down onto our belly. However, today we're going to go into our upward facing dog. So from here, I want you to take the hands to in line with the rib cage, pushing through the feet. Now, maybe you're just coming into a COBRA pose. Totally fine, where we gently raise the chest off the mat. and then lower to the ground, using the hands to really give you strength here. Or if you're with me, pushing through the tops of the feet, pushing into the hands, like a really nice strong push up here, core on, booty on, pushing up, pushing through the tops of the feet, raising the hips off the mat as we open the chest in space, looking towards the ceiling, gently raised. Everything is very active here, upward facing dog. Dropping to the ground, make a little pillow with your hands, shake those hips out. Beautiful work. Upward facing dog is a very strong pose. Now pushing through the hands, take hips to the heels, child's pose, but today I want us to do a little transition here, taking the hands behind, grabbing the heels, placing crown of head into the mat as we gently bring chest up and over, pushing through the top of the head and pulling on our heels to open through the backs of the shoulders. Tortoise pose. Big shoulder opener, really pulling on those heels. Beautiful work, releasing to the mat. And you are done. Beautiful work, everybody.